10 seconds.
These are the sounds of downhill skiing. Gritty, dirty, hard-edged sounds. You're listening to skiers making their practice runs before the World Cup events. We're bringing you these sounds close up, so you can begin to get a real feel, a real appreciation for the true speed and power of downhill skiing. Downhill skiing takes strength, endurance, and control. At these speeds, the slightest error, the slightest lapse, the slightest weakness can spell disaster. You can hear the force of the skis grating over the snow. You can hear the crunch of a landing after a jump. You can hear the electric scrape as the skis bite into a turn. Downhill skiing puts stresses on your skis and on your body that you just can't appreciate unless you hear it the way the skiers do, all the way down into your bones. The sounds of downhill. If you thought it sounded like an easy sport, listen again. Lacrosse, considered by many to be a very mild sport.
And he hits the boards head first.
Some people think lacrosse is a graceful sport, much like ballet. Others just like lacrosse because it's so gentle.
Now let's shift into high gear. Check out some of those motor monsters. Some people experience a whole lifetime worth of thrills in a few short seconds, and lucky, still have a life to live.
In the never-ending quest for speed, speed, and more speed, man invented drag racing. A simple sport, really. When the light turns green, floor it. Get the biggest engine and the biggest tires you can find, and just blow somebody's doors off. Of course, sometimes you blow your own doors off. But it's all part of the sport, drag racing.
Don't try this at home.
unless you're an experienced parachute packer. Now here's a game between the Bradley Braves and Wichita State Shockers. So watch the pitching in this game.
We head to the bottom of the third. There's a curve that forgot the curve. Where that one was going. Way behind him. That one's going to be on the highlight reel later on.
Same game, but now the other team's pitching.
Drone's trying to gather himself and stop laughing on the mound as it slipped out of his hand. And goes 15 feet up on the screen and ends up in the box seats.
And now Dick Williams is going to question whether time was called, but Randy Johnson took off. Let's listen to it.
A game where cooler heads prevailed. A game that's almost gentlemanly in demeanor. Okay, let's do a step-by-step analysis of what really happened. Player number 1 slyly hands the ball to player number 2, who nonchalantly strolls over near second base. Now, player number 3, whom we shall refer to as the victim, leads off second base. But wait, what's this? No. You're out of there! Which leads our grandfatherly silver-haired gentleman to offer this final observation.
It's a pleasure for me to leave to get the out of here.
Dick has his attention, that's for sure.
Here's a sport that has everything. Speed, excitement, daring. Just don't rock the boat.
Players Limited Powerball Championship. That goes the flag, and here it goes. It's number 72, James Lloyd. He's out on the pole. He got a great start coming on. As he comes to the right-hand turn, it's number 72. James Lloyd out in front at number 50. There's number 27, the reigning world champion, Rusty Campbell. Rusty in the R&O Powerbooks, Red Boat Racing, and modified BBs. You can see them tumbling air. These air traffic highs are coming down like a beach straightaway. Side by side, Rusty Campbell and his nemesis for a number of years in the past. His 55 out in silver as a drag race down to turn number 1.
Imagine the speed, the spray, the spectacle of IOGP powerboat racing. Imagine a Le Mans start where you go from a dead stop to over 100 miles per hour in just 5 seconds. Imagine sustained speeds of 120, 130, even 140 miles per hour over the water. Imagine a 4G turn where you suddenly weigh 4 times your normal body weight. Imagine racing in a lightweight boat, only 300 pounds, with 300 horsepower and a V6 engine. Now imagine crashing in these lightweight boats at these phenomenal speeds. These powerboats are designed to allow the air to push underneath them, while at the same time, the aerodynamic design of the hull acts much like an airplane wing, actually lifting the craft into the air, leaving only the tips and the propeller in the water. The driver tries to keep the boat out of the water as much as possible on the straightaways in order to go faster. He has a foot button that raises the angle of the boat. Find the perfect angle, achieve the fastest speed. But if you don't quite find that perfect angle,
Johnson is pulling back up on him. Oh, look out. He had one blow over. That was a solid blow over.
first turn of the race is always exciting, as dozens of boats race through the spray and all arrive at the same place at the same time.
First turn number 1.
Why do these racers come from all over the world to compete in these IOGP events? Certainly it's a thrill. A victory is also worth hundreds of thousands in prize money. IOGP powerboat racing. It's starting to make a big splash.
Now let's take a look at some of the greatest knockouts and some of the greatest boxers.
Good left hook. Oh, both legs are gone.
Then Hardy throws. On the right hand, sends Hardy down. And that almost knocked Padilla down. He don't. He goes down from an uppercut and it's over.
That's what he has to do. There you go. Good left hook. And they're both down from a headbutt, a double headbutt, and they're both down, and they're being counted out by Pat Connolly. But Diaz gets up. Zamudio gets up. Connolly continues to count.
Doing a number right now on Bruce Calloway.
I give Calloway some credit. He went bouncing back to his corner in a pretty sprightly way. I don't think he realizes how much he's been hit yet. May catch up with him all of a sudden.
I think he realizes. He could.
Think he noticed?
Ooh, a right hand. Calloway is really out. The right knocked him out on his feet, and the left was merely an afterthought as Calloway dances to the neutral corner, and Bobby Gonzalez will give him the standing 8 count. Frank Tate moves in now for the knockout. Round 3. And the left hand is really doing damage. The blood-smattered face of Bruce Calloway. Frank Tate lands a few shots to the body. Left, right, and Gonzalez stops it as Bruce Calloway is out, leaning on the ropes, and he can barely stand up, and someone needs to help him back to his corner. He cannot stand up. Frank Tate remains undefeated, winning his 9th fight in a row with 7 knockouts.
Biggest victory of Frank Tate's career as an amateur or pro, I'd have to say, would be against Sean O'Sullivan in the finals of the 1984 Olympic Games. Sean O'Sullivan now undefeated as a welterweight.
Oh, good combination by Frank Tate. He led with the right hand and followed it up.
Let me tell you something. Many other guys would be on the floor by now.
Tate with the left hand. Stackhouse saying, come and get me. Tate in the corner working on Stackhouse. Hammering him with right to left. Stackhouse fighting back, but finally goes down.
Stackhouse to his feet. Plenty of time remains.
Coming up on round number 5. This one is scheduled for 10. Frank Tate registering the only knockdown in this fight in that past round, round number 4. Stackhouse getting a left hand in there. Oh, Frank Tate with a punishing right.
I can't believe that Ricky will get up from this shot.
The stack attack is still on his feet. Tate looking to finish him off. Tate's looking for it now.
It's just about over.
Tate with a good left. Stackhouse swinging gamely and wildly.
Watch the right uppercut of Tate.
Tate with the left hand. Referee was almost going to stop the fight there, but let him continue.
This is just about over. Chris Jordan watching Stackhouse closely. Coming time for Jordan to step in.
He's ready to step in. Separating the fighters, though. Action continues. Minute 40 to go in this 5th round. Stackhouse throwing punches, gamely.
Tate is landing his best shots on the chin of Stackhouse, both hands, and Ricky is in there with that big fighting heart. But really, he's out of the fight at this point.
I see a little frustration. Oh, this time he's got Stackhouse where he wants him. That should be it. Stackhouse goes down, but the referee has yet to stop the fight.
Tate trying to play leapfrog there. This has got to be over.
Stackhouse is back for more.
Oh my, I don't know what referee Chris Jordan is waiting for. There's no reason this fight has to continue any longer. There's no offense, no response from Stackhouse. The legs are sagging, the eyes are reeling in his head. He's just totally out of it.
And as the round ends, Stackhouse throwing a right hand somehow.
You can see he's setting up the right hand. Gonna try it again. He said to himself, okay, I did it there. Next time I'll catch the bullseye. Back to the left hand he goes, and there's the right hand.
And that right hand was effective. Oh, a left hand.
Oh, just target practice. What is referee Chris Jordan waiting for? No reason this should continue.
He is punishing Stackhouse all around the ring. And the crowd yelling for the fight to be stopped.
Ricky is one of these guys, you'd have to just put him down for the count. And I mean O-U-T for the fight to be over.
Tate is pummeling him. We are seeing a gutsy effort by Stackhouse as Tate nails it for the 4th time in this fight.
He'll get up again. The fight has to be stopped now.
And it is over.
Oh, and a right caught Williams fairly flush, and Tate, I think, realizes.
And he winced. That one hurt.
Yeah, there's an uppercut that catches him. Oh, and a right to the ribs that must have been no fun.
Boy, Tate just throws those looping punches with so much power on him.
When the ribs of the bruiser Williams are taking an awful beating, and Williams now just whacking around the ring, getting banged on.
Tate really punches with the power of a light heavyweight. He really does.
Well, he's almost got the size of a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Body shots. There's one to the head. In between. Williams in some trouble now as Tate's just raining blows on him in the middle of the ring. And Williams finally says, I'm getting out of this crowd. Bobby Gonzalez looking, and that's going to be it. And somebody finally knocked Frank Tate down. It's the official.
Williams thought for a moment that he had done it.
And that's it. Bobby Gonzalez making a very, very realistic decision.
He did the right thing.
The reality of Otis Bates' life, Bill, is that he's got to get up early in the morning, catch a flight back to Denver, because he's due at work at the Berkeley Manor Nursing Home tomorrow afternoon.
Well, he might have something to talk about if he continues to fight like he has been. Round 3, DeWitt now comes out with a little more resolve, it looks like. A little more determination in those punches. Bates is not easy for DeWitt to hit. That's the thing that Mark Tessman is working on, Norm, is the footwork and the boxing skills of Willie DeWitt.
I think that left hook hurt Bates. Oh, he's given up some ground inside. He get hit hard twice inside.
Right in on right in. You can tell Bates really respects the power and the punches of Willie DeWitt. Oh, good quick right again by Bates. He took a shot, but he delivered one right before DeWitt hit him.
Tell you what, 5 years from now, you figure Otis Bates is going to be just another line on Willie DeWitt's record. I bet you Willie remembers him because he's gotten popped 3 times hard so far.
Bates stopped pedaling into a neutral corner, and Willie DeWitt keeping the pressure on all the time. And now Bates goes to the offense. And the crowd here in Austin loves it. Now DeWitt's beginning to find the range, and he really hit him with a shot to the rib cage. I don't know whether it was the left hook and then the shot to the rib cage, but it looked like he got him with one to the stomach.
I think it was that left hook down along the kidney side.
Bates not covering up. He's coming right after DeWitt. Now he's trying to hold on, weather the storm. DeWitt having a little trouble getting those shots inside the defense of Otis Bates.
Spider's got to get in there. Yeah, holding one arm down and punching with the other. That's. Well, look at a good referee work. You know, you almost don't notice a good referee.
There was a left-right that time by DeWitt. I didn't see the punch land. We'll see it again probably in a moment in slow motion. I don't think Bates is going to make the count by Spider Bynum. He does not. And it's over as Willie DeWitt wins on a knockout, and Bates looks out.
And down goes Velasco as we come back to live action. Ken Azales leaps him and knocks him down.
He just fired a left hook that caught Velasco right on the chin, caught him off balance too, and put him on the seat of his pants. I think he more caught him off balance than he actually hurt him. But it was a good shot.
Velasco's going to have to fight right here, and down goes Ken Azales. As Velasco touches him with a left stepping in.
Out of nowhere, Velasco has done nothing to make us think thus far he could hurt Canizales, and all of a sudden he puts him on the canvas.
And Velasco is now attacking. Do you believe the turnaround in this fight? As Velasco's all over Orlando Canizales.
And Canizales is still shaky. He is still feeling the effect.
As we have a real shocking 4th round in progress. As Velasco is all over the favorite, Orlando Canizales, who fights his way out of the corner.
And there's Orlando. He's hurt Velasco now.
Velasco almost went down right there. Another left and right. Velasco's in big trouble. My goodness,
what an incredible turnaround. And there's Velasco with a right hand.
My, this is like the duel at high noon.
An unbelievable turn of events.
And Canizales is just banging Velasco around the ring now.
Velasco's ready to go.
Yeah, this could end pretty soon here. Spider Bynum watching this very closely.
The only thing holding him up is those ropes.
Again, he's in trouble. He just reaches out to grab. Canizales simply missing with the punches that could end the fight. Oh,
there it is.
That one really put Velasco in trouble.
I don't know how he stayed on his feet from that one, Norm. I really don't.
Well, remember what we said. Tough cookie.
Very tough.
Another one. A bomb. Another bomb to the jaw, and that's it. That's it. That's it. Spider Bynum steps in and stops it. There is some booing for the crowd.
Well, Velasquez was hurt, and he wasn't answering. He wasn't answering with anything.
Very interesting and complicated matchup. Eddie Richardson is 6'6" against Mike Tyson, who is described as 5'11", looks closer to 5'10" because of the squarishness of his build. Going to be a really fascinating contest to see how Richardson attempts to use that advantage in height and reach.
Amato, of course. Right hand by Tyson. Oh, my. First punch he threw.
What took him so long?
Eddie Richardson, looking at the referee, is in much disbelief as we are.
Eddie Richardson said he was going to go after him and test him, and he may have made a very serious error in strategy right there.
Tyson
Tyson is a little icebox rather than a refrigerator, I'll tell you what.
Well, he has a 19 3/4-inch neck, which is approximately the size of actress Shelley Duvall's waist.
And you certainly see the punching power in Tyson.
One of the real rising stars in the boxing galaxy today, Mike Tyson, a fellow for whom everybody predicts a great future. If they can find some fights for him.
That left hand almost drove Richardson right through the canvas.
He not only knocked him down, but he absolutely carried him through the air.
And it's over.
I see right now a major flaw and problem in Mike Tyson's career, and that's going to be to have a fight that lasts long enough to get some good footage on him.
I'm telling you what, it's hard to do. Mike Tyson, without a doubt, one of the bright stars in the heavyweight picture. Do you want to be a cowboy? Well, take a look at this.
Now imagine the dedication of the cameraman taking this shot. He takes a shot and keeps on shooting. And when the guys behind the scenes do a great job, despite all the stuff that goes on around them, well, they deserve a little recognition too. Every sensitive coach knows that.
Now keep your eyes on the little dog, the second dog here, the one in red. This is the one where he says, I'm going to make up ground. I'm going to jump this real far. Boom.
Watch him try to bite his friends and go right back to racing.
That little guy. Jeez. A lot of guts, the Terriers, the Jack Russell Terriers.
You know, if they had more action like this in track and field, you wouldn't only see it during the Olympics. Remember to point those toes for extra style points.
To swing away here just to the left, and they're going to be gone too.
Ready, off the board, he's got his fifth tattoo, got it all!